Leadership has many definitions. The one that I can relate most to is leadership is being able to inspire someone without completely changing their views, and also not changing your own views but staying authentic. While doing this, you still have to be able to have a common goal. In the movie Mean Girls, there were a group called the Plastics. The Plastics ran the school. So technically, they were all leaders, but within the group, they had one leader. Their leader started off as Regina George, but then power shifted to Lindsay Lohan when she came to the school. It took time for her to become the leader of the group, but by doing certain little things and basically manipulating the other girls, she became the leader. This is a good example of leadership in a way as they got people to follow them. It's not necessarily working towards a positive goal, but just like Hitler, he was a great leader, but his goals weren't positive. In Mean Girls, what character inspires me the most and why? I guess I would say Katie Heron, who was played by Lindsay Lohan, just because she came in out of nowhere, from basically from Africa, and she manipulated these people into thinking she was just like so popular back home and all of this, basically getting the popular girls to accept her because of something she planned with these two people she met that despised the popular kids. She basically took over the plastics. That's what they're called, the plastics at the school. She got the girls to turn on each other and pushed their leader, Regina George, out. And by doing this, she used all of the characteristics of being a good leader. She knew what to do and how to do it. She didn't change her views and values until the very end, meaning she didn't stay authentic, but she did change their mind towards each other and their feelings. Let's see. Are there any traits or skills that I can say that are applicable to my life? Let's see. The only major leadership role that I've had was basically when I was on prom committee. I was the president for 3 years, and I was an active member, of course, since I was president. My first year was in my sophomore year, and there was no one on the committee. The only people that were planning prom were me and the sponsor. Relating to the movie, I basically manipulated people, or, well, I gave them incentives to join prom committee. I told them that, of course, I told them what they wanted to hear. If you were on prom committee, we offered that you would get money off of prom and you wouldn't have to pay as much as everybody else. We also gave them pizza parties, ice cream parties, any type of parties, just to basically get people to join because every year the same thing happened. People would move on and not want to do it, but it had to be done. So I feel like the skills that Katie portrayed were basically, when it comes to leadership, she kept her values up until the end. And I feel like in my members, I instilled things that I wanted them to do. I told them over and over and over how to do things right. I told them how to do this and how to do that. I told them that we needed more members. And the next year, some people did leave and not come back, but we had a lot of people that brought friends back. So that helped us along the way. Can you relate to how the character displayed leadership in their actions, thoughts, and processes? Let's see. Being a leader can be hard, but to be a leader, you have to be confident. You have to be confident in yourself to know that you're telling people the right thing. You can't just go in not knowing stuff. That's how you lose followers because no one wants a leader that doesn't know anything. No one wants a leader that don't know how to do what they're supposed to do. No one wants a leader that is basically as clueless as they are coming in to something new. I can sort of relate to how Katie felt being on top. Like, she wasn't popular at home because she was homeschooled and she never really had friends. She came to the top when she went to the new school. After she became the leader, everyone listened to her. She got whatever she wanted. She did end up losing herself in the process, but she regained her confidence and strength at the end to where she felt like she didn't have to have followers. She knew that in her mind that she was strong enough to not have to have anybody follow her, but she could actually do stuff on her own. I know this is about leadership, and I feel like being that Katie figured this out at the end, she grew in certain ways that the next people can learn from. Being mean, being a bully, that's not right. And Katie realized that in the end.